What's up, y'all? How y'all been? I'm back. What's up, y'all? It's your girl Keisha, and today I'm coming at you with a topic. Today we are going to be talking about ancestor altars. Ooh. So I would like to stay on track, and I have written down some notes because I don't want to go off track. I want to get straight to the point, and I don't want to be looking up because y'all might be like, why is she looking up? I'm looking up because I'm searching around in my brain for what I'm going to say next, and to make sure that I piece it together to make sure that you guys can understand and make it simple enough for you guys to understand. So I wrote some points down, and I wanted to make sure that I was clear and concise with it. Okay, so first we want to talk about the origins of ancestor altars, where they originated from, or at least the most earliest findings of ancestor altars and why they were set up. Wikipedia says the veneration of the dead, including one's ancestors, is based on love and respect for the deceased. In some cultures, it is related to beliefs that the dead have a continual existence and may possess the ability to influence the fortune of the living. Some groups venerate their direct familiar ancestors. Certain sects and religions, in particular the Eastern Orthodox Church and Roman Catholic Church, venerate saints as intercessors with God. The latter also believes in prayer for departed souls in purgatory. Okay. In Europe, Asia, Oceania, African, and Afro-diasporic cultures, the goal of ancestor veneration is to ensure the ancestors' continued well-being and positive disposition towards the living, and sometimes to ask for special favors or assistance. The social or non-religious function of ancestor veneration is to cultivate kinship values such as filial piety, filial piety, I hope I said that right, family loyalty, and continuity. Don't think I'm illiterate, y'all. I hate reading off stuff. And continuity of the family lineage. Ancestor veneration occurs in societies with every degree of social, political, and technological complexity, and it remains an important component of various religious practices in modern times. Okay, ancestor veneration is prevalent throughout Africa and serves as the basis of many religions. It is often augmented by a belief in a supreme being, but prayers and or sacrifices are usually offered to the ancestors, who may ascend to become a kind of minor deities themselves. Ancestor veneration remains among many Africans, sometimes practiced alongside the latter adopted religions of Christianity and Islam. Blah, 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 blah. In much of the continent, in Orthodox Syrian religion, Pango is venerated by the Syrian people. So basically, setting up an ancestor altar is for you to honor your ancestors, to pay your respects, to come there and give gifts, talk to them, pow out with them, bust it up with them, because they are here with you. So when you be like, I feel like a guardian angel is watching me, or I feel like my mom is watching me, or I feel like my grandmom is watching me, because they are. Okay, so that's the origins of ancestor altars. Now, I have some notes here about ancestor altars, okay? So, why should you have an ancestor altar? You should have an ancestor altar, once again, so you can pay your respects to your ancestors. They are your first line of defense in your spiritual journey. They're here to help you and to guide you through your spiritual journey and your process, to help you in anything that you need. So, you would definitely just, go to your altar and talk to them like they're there, because they are there. Their spirit is always with you. watching over you, guiding you, and protecting you. Okay? The people that you should put on your ancestor altar are the people that really loved you, that you were close with, that you know. So don't put people up on your ancestor altar, even if they are family, if you do not know them, because you don't know what type of spirit that they carried and everything like that. You don't know the type of energy that they carried when they were alive, and the same energy that they carried when they were alive, they have that same energy while they're on the other side. So you should set up your ancestor altar in a sacred place, away from people, and away from kids and things like that, so nobody won't touch it or disturb it. I honestly have my ancestor altar in my bedroom because that's the only place that I can have it right now. I know a lot of people say don't have your ancestor altar in your bedroom, but I do have it in my bedroom. That's what I prefer to do right now because I can't put it anywhere else. I am careful not to get naked in front of there and to do things while my ancestor altar is in here. So normally I would get dressed in another room after I get out the shower, just out of respect and to not get naked in front of my grandparents. Because even though they're watching over you in your daily life, I mean, you probably be taking a smash, or you could be washing up and they may be there, but to just deliberately get naked in front of your ancestor altar, that's not respectful at all. So the items that you should have on your ancestor altar is a candle, a white candle preferably, is there to like serve as like a doorbell to let them know, hey, I'm here to visit you guys, to commune with you, and to just sit and form a bond and talk to you guys. So the things that you should have on your ancestor altar is a glass of water, the 4 elements, which would be fire, so the candle can represent fire, air, so you could put a feather up there, or you can use a bell on your ancestor altar to represent the air. So what I say, fire, water, air, and earth. So you can use coins, or you can use some dirt as the earth element. I went out in my backyard and I got some dirt from my mom's garden, and that's what I used for my ancestor altar. You can also use incense as the air element, because the smoke blowing in the wind, that represents the air element. Okay, so before you step to your altar, make sure that you have bathed, and bathe your body, clean your body out of respect for them. Before you even say hi and what's up, you want to sage and clear your space of any type of negative energy or any type of energy. You just want the space to be clear. So you can use sage, you can use Palo Santo. Also, you should have incense on your ancestor altars, burn for your ancestors. Like dragon's blood is a good incense to use. Frankincense and myrrh is a good incense to use, and I would definitely use a resin type of an incense with the dragon's blood and the frankincense and myrrh. So before you commune with them, envision yourself being encased or encircled by a white protective light from source that shields you and protects you from any type of negative entities, energies, or any type of harm while you're communing with your ancestors at the altar. Because ultimately what you're doing is you're opening up a portal between the living world and the spiritual world when you request to talk to your ancestors. Okay, you can call forth guidance and protection from your archangels, your angel guides, your spirit guides, your ancestors, and the all source, which is the creator, and also the higher aspects of yourself and your Ori, which is your higher self, okay, when you do that. So come into a place of calm so you can speak openly from your heart, then you can proceed. I would chat Om Mani Padme 108 times before, and on my previous video I put a link in the description bar to the video that I use to chant it. It really works on your heart chakra, to open up your heart chakra, to bring you to a place of peace and have your heart chakra open so you can say your prayers in its purity when you're talking to your ancestors or when you're praying for them and things like that. Okay. I said, you know, burn dragon's blood, burns frankincense and myrrh. So you want to have all the protection that you need to have before you begin. And then you will close out. So you could say something like, you know, a call forth on the ancestor to step forward, and, you know, for each ancestor that you would like to commune with, you can light a candle for them, and that will represent the door. The door knocks, say, hey, what's up? You see what I'm saying? So, on this spiritual journey, it really is good to set up an ancestor altar. When you're having problems at your day, you can definitely come home and you can talk to them, and they can definitely help you with your problems. They can help you come to conclusions with any type of things that you have. And all you got to do is just, you know, come and ask them. Be like, look, I'm going to do X, Y, and what do you think I should do? They send you signs. They help with circumstances in your life to put, I guess you would say, things in a certain order or a certain way to manipulate situations for your highest good, if that makes any sense. So yeah, that's how you set up an ancestor altar. Also, get yourself some ancestor money to burn to your ancestors, because even though they are over there in the spiritual world, what happens with the ancestor money is, before they left this earth, well, before they left this 3D realm, okay, they may have some things that they left behind, or some regrets about things that they didn't get to finish while they were here. They might have some type of financial debt and everything like that. They might have some type of, you know, bitterness towards people or situations or anything like that. So by you burning that ancestor money, it not only helps them with their karmic debt, but it also helps you, because their karmic debt will trickle down into the family. So you wondering why you having issues with finances and everything like that, or things are going chaotic in your life, is because you not coming to your ancestors and you not feeding them. You know, I was watching a video about Conjure Queen, and she's one of the YouTubers that I like to watch. Conjure Queen, if you like to look her up on YouTube, I'll leave a link to her channel in the description box below. But she was explaining that your ancestors will do things to get your attention, so you can go ahead and, you know, be like, set up the altar, get them recognition. You know, they just want to be a part of your lives, and they want recognition, and they're just happy that you recognize them, because if you're the only person in their family who's setting up an ancestor altar, then that means nobody else has. So you have to be like their spokesperson. Ooh. You have to be like their spokesperson and help them out while they're on the other side, because 9 times out of 10 nobody else in the family is doing that. So you gotta be the one to start the chain, to get things going, help your ancestors out, and they will definitely help you. And don't just go to your ancestor altar crying to them, be like, oh, ancestors, I need this and I need that. Always coming to them for something. Like, when you step to them with pure heart, and you helping them out just because you know that they need help. Like, when I said to my ancestor altar, yeah, I might every once in a while, like, I tell them about my day and stuff, but I don't necessarily be like, oh, I need you to help me win the lottery. Oh, I need you to bring this person into my life. Oh, I need this, I need that. I don't step to my altar always asking them for stuff. 90%, I'm gonna say 95% of the time when I'm stepping to my altar, it's just to talk to them, play them some music that they liked when they were here, put flowers on the altar, which reminds me I have to put some flowers on my altar, but I wasn't able to get any because I just didn't, I wasn't really thinking about it. But you could put fresh flowers on the altar, they like that. You could put plants up on the altar. Make sure at the very least put a fresh glass of water every day on the altar for them. At least do that. Like, that's the minimum that you can do. Put some water up on the altar. Say hi in the morning. Even if you don't have like a whole half an hour to do it, at least get them 5 minutes of your time. Like, when my grandparents were here in the flesh, I didn't realize how important it was to spend time with them. And the next thing I knew, they were gone. So it's like, damn, I should have cherished the time with them when they were here. But I was very selfish in my time, and I didn't understand like the importance of like the elders in the family and spending time with them. Like, the older people in our family, they got a lot of wisdom. They know a lot of stuff. They've been through life. So chilling with them while they're here is really, really good. And it's also therapeutic. They could tell you stuff about your ancestors and your family that you ain't never know about. They got stories for days. So while your ancestors are here, also, I'm going to just make this point. Appreciate the people that are in your life while they're here, because you don't know when they're going to go. Okay? Also, don't just set up don't set up an ancestor altar to somebody who just passed away. Give it some time. Like, I would give it up to like a year. And like I said, make sure it's to somebody who really cared about you when they were here, and that you guys were close and they really cared about you. So somebody that you put on your ancestor altar would be like, if you and your mom had a good relationship or whatever, and you had a good relationship with your mother's mother, put her up on the altar. If you had a good relationship with your mother's father, put him up on the altar. You see what I'm saying? Put people on the altar that loved you and had your best interest in mind when they were here. That's who you put up on the altar. I even go as to say, my benevolent ancestors. That's who I decided to put up on my altar. So yeah, that's it. That's all I have to say about ancestor altars. When you feel like you're ready to set one up, go ahead and set an ancestor altar up. If you would like more videos like this, please put a thumbs up and leave me some comments in the comment part. I answer people, I talk to people. And yeah, I will leave a link to Conjure Queen's channel in the description box below. So until next time, peace out.